rising crime, poverty, issues in my own country. But today we're talking about it. Yes, we're gonna talk about it. Ain't nobody wants to open their mouth, but we don't speak out. At the Youth Zone, searching for solutions for the issues in our nation. That's the only way we know that we can make it. It's going down. At the Youth Zone, we may be young, but we're the next generation, and we're here to save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Youth Zone. Devontae is filling in for Ben today, and of course Hallie is in for Sophie today. Well, it's a dream of most young people to land a great job and make a great salary. And while some spend 4 to 10 years studying to certify themselves in various disciplines, others are lucky to be able to use their God-given talents to bring them success. Regardless of which avenue you use, the bottom line is you have a plan in place for your future.
Yes. But we can all identify with those speeches we hear in high school assemblies from teachers, administrators, and past graduates challenging us to work hard and study hard so we can land the right job. In fact, we hold onto their words of wisdom, expecting the plans we put into place to work. Truth is, more times than not, our plan A just doesn't work.
Very true.
But Holly, if plan A doesn't work, then seems to me the obvious solution is to implement a plan B.
True.
Yep.
But to be honest, I think a lot of us don't even have a plan B, and that's where it gets difficult. Now, I'm sure we've all heard the phrase, when you fail to plan, you plan to
fail.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it made me question, how many of us actually have a backup plan when our main plan fails?
Interesting point. On today's show, we talk about plan B when plan A didn't work for the job market. Interesting.
Our discussion begins when we come right back.
What's the plan B?
I don't have a plan B.
Exactly.
I just realized that.
Well, in this day and time, it's hard even to go to college and get a degree, and furthermore go into the workplace. So if plan A doesn't work out, plan B definitely won't work out to me.
You don't want to run through every letter of the alphabet. Like, come on. Like, if you reach plan C, then obviously you should just stop. Just stop. Why continue?
Rethink what you're doing.
Why continue? Especially if plan C is not going to get you back to plan B.
The Youth Zone. We may be young, but we're the next generation, and we're here to save our nation. To save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
So we're talking about your plan B when plan A doesn't work for the job market. And how do you feel about this issue? Well, to find out what you had to say, our social media correspondent, Shanae Smith, has this week's responses. Shanae?
Thanks, guys. We're always excited to hear from you on our topic of the week. And boy, didn't we get some interesting responses. Let's take a look. The question posed was, do you feel that there is a plan B to enter the work market when plan A doesn't work? Ari_B says that yes, if your plan A fails to work, plan B can always be to find something that you can capitalize on to become an entrepreneur. John Robinson said, yes, but I feel that you should have many plans. You just have to be focused and have your mind set on doing and not just saying it. So, we want to hear from you. Stay tuned to our social media sites on Twitter at YouthZone242, Instagram at the YouthZone242, and Snapchat, the Youth Zone. And don't forget our Facebook page, the Youth Zone. View our question of the week and send us a 20-second video of your opinion. That's our social media report. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Shanae. Well, it's time to turn it up. There's still the life of the party and the
News with all the views.
We're talking, y'all are just too mundane today. We're talking about our TYZ panel. Welcome, guys, back for another week. How y'all doing? Good. All right. So, what say you about this topic? You know, we always talk about on the Youth Zone being prepared, being planned. You know, when we having our meetings, I always hammering the all. Make sure you have a plan when you leave school. So, how many, first of all, before we even start asking, by show of hands, actually have a plan B in place for how you're going to get a job in the work market after you're done with school? Anybody have a plan B? Yeah. How many of you, your plan A is to go to college, and then if you get from college, to apply for a job and then get a job? That's the plan A, right? Okay, plan B. What's the plan B? What's the plan B? All y'all know y'all have a plan B. What's the plan B?
I just realized I don't have a plan B.
Exactly.
I just realized that my plan A was to go to COB, get my degree in education, and bang, I'm a teacher. That's it.
Right.
I never had a plan B. I just realized that when you asked the question, how many of you have a plan B? And I realized that.
For me,
Uh-huh.
I think I've already answered all of with the questions that you proposed because I went to college, I have a degree, and I'm working. So my plan A was to obtain my degree and then eventually find a job with the degree that I would have obtained.
So you achieved that.
Yes.
Okay, good. So he's a living testimony. The plan A actually does work for somebody. Jesus, have mercy.
But see, my thing is, plan A is to get a degree, go to college, get a degree, and then go into the workplace. But and plan B is almost similar. If you don't get the degree or if you don't get to college, you want to go straight into the workplace. So in this day and time, it's hard even to go to college and get the degree, and furthermore go into the workplace. So if plan A doesn't work out, plan B definitely won't work out to me.
And my thing is, right, there's also a plan C, because plan A for many people was to go off to college and do a degree that's not available here. But they couldn't go off, so they had to go to COB and settle for a degree that's down here. And if that doesn't go through, they have to work, which is now plan C.
So you have plan C now.
A plan C. But also, plan C could also lead to plan A, in my opinion, because you can work hard and make enough money as a young boy to then go off. It may take longer than initially planned, but of course, you still have that chance to do it. To go.
Okay.
Okay, because I was about to say, I don't think a plan C is necessary.
Oh, really?
I think
Oh, boy,
your plan B...
you living good.
I think your plan B should be so well planned that your plan B is mainly for you to get back at plan A. And so your plan B should be so well planned. You have no need for a plan C because your plan B will have to continue to get you to plan A. Matter of fact, stop calling it plan B. Let's call it plans A and a half or plan something. Let's stop calling it plan B.
See, I mean, yeah, I totally agree with Tramiko because my thing is, you don't want to run through every letter of the alphabet. Like, come on. Like, if you reach plan C, then obviously you should just stop. Just stop. Why continue?
Rethink what you're doing.
Why continue? Especially if plan C is not going to get you back to plan B, which is eventually going to get you back to plan A. And then, even if you do have a plan C, just call on your MP. You see how that rhyme? Just call on your MP.
But
Go ahead.
for me, you cheap as you call me a planner because I have plans, plan A, B, C for one thing and plan A, B, C for something else. First, my plan A was going off to school. I accomplished that. Came home, my plan B was to work and then go back to plan A to go back to school. But then I had to go to plan C where I had to enroll into COB so I could go back to plan A.
Right.
Yeah.
So it happens differently. And what I want you to consider is, these are, even though you have plan A and Bs, and for some of you Cs, those are still, in many cases, achievable and wishful thinking because you're planning and because you perhaps have the right direction. What happens to those thousands of Bahamians who come out of school, perhaps didn't get the kind of results they needed to get, still are intelligent young people, but the work market is saturated, and perhaps the skills that are available in the work market that are job openings, they don't have the necessary skills for that job opening. What do? Can you get those skills for that job opening? Is there a place where you can go to get skills that you don't necessarily have that can still qualify you for the work market? Those are the questions we're going to answer, and you're going to find out about an actual agency in our country that actually addresses those issues to ensure that the workforce is perhaps more productive and more qualified and more trained. Because our problem in our country isn't people being able to find jobs. It's the fact that many people aren't trained for those jobs. We're going to talk about that right after the break. Stay close.
I thought I knew everything about the workforce. I thought I knew how to fill out a proper resume, how to fill out an application, how to conduct myself on the job. But entering NTA, it opened my eyes to the fact that I honestly don't know as much as I thought.
After being a part of the NTA, I learned that attitude is everything.
This was established in July of 2013. The government saw the need not to give up on the young people.
Speak out at the youth zone. So searching for solutions for the issues in our nation. That's the only way we know that we can make it. It's going down at the Youth Zone. We may be young, but we're the next generation. Let us save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
Oh, welcome back, guys. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about Plan B when Plan A doesn't work for the job market. So let's meet our guest. She is the Executive Director of the National Training Agency, Margitha Marcel, and meet trainees Cardinal Ferguson and Wilda Zilda, and the Public Relations for NTA, Bianca Bethel. So welcome to the Youth Zone, guys.
Welcome. All right, so let's begin, first of all, in telling us about the National, because how many of you know about the National Training Agency? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right, so not a bad recommendation. Tell us, first of all, about the NTA.
Well, first let me say it's really good to be here. And it reminds me, I have one son, and he asked me once when he was really small, "Mommy, when was your birthday?" And when I told him, he said, "Mommy, did you know Methuselah them?" So that's how I feel in the Youth Zone.
Oh, man.
I feel like the ancient man's sister. But basically, the National Training Agency is established to help young people, in particular those between the ages of 16 and 26, who may not have realized Plan A. This is definitely Plan B or C. It's established as a gap measure to help those young people from falling through the cracks. Many of them would not have done very well academically, so we focus on that 54% of young people who would not have had a lot of BJCs or BGCSEs, who would not have had job experience, meaningful job experience, or a lot of it, and we give them an opportunity for that second chance. This was established in July of 2013. The government saw the need not to give up on the young people, even though they would have spent a whole lot of money, your governments do, on your education, public education. They still felt that for those people who may not, for whatever reasons, did not take advantage of everything the school offers, they still felt the need to lift them up. So at the National Training Agency, that is what we do. We provide very short-term, but very meaningful job preparation training for those people. We give them 4 weeks of soft skills where we teach them about things like managing their attitudes, the behaviors that are expected in the workplace, how to actually prepare to get a job, because you may be surprised, you may be on that upper 50%, but there are many who don't understand or don't know how to write a proper resume, fill out an application properly, who have no understanding of the dynamics of the workplace. So for 4 weeks, we give them that. And then for 10 weeks, we work with them to give them an actual competency-based, practical work skills opportunity. So when our trainees leave the National Training Agency, they are actually able to do something. They don't just talk. Because one of the things you be very mindful and careful of is talking. Everybody can talk. But the real winners and success stories in life, they work. So with me, I am so pleased that I have the 2 of our Star Award winners, and they're going to, I'm sure, tell you all about themselves. But basically, That is what the National Training Agency is set up to do as far as its training project goes. We do many more things, and we are set up for many more things. But today we'll just concentrate on that training bit of it.
We have a few more questions for you, but I want to hear from the stars of the program. Tell us really, what has NTA been to you really?
NTA for me, it's words really don't describe it. It's more or less of a home. You know, you have guardians that train you the way that you should be trained. Entering NTA, I thought I knew everything about the workforce. I thought I knew how to fill out a proper resume, how to fill out an application, how to conduct myself on the job. But entering NTA, it opened my eyes to the fact that I honestly don't know as much as I thought. They took their time, and everything that was taught, all the employers that came in and presented, it opened my eyes to the fact that I have a lot of work to do. It's a really, really good experience. Not only that I was able to get a certificate that I can use in any work area that I choose, but the fact that it's open to youths that are actually looking for a job. Not only a job, but a career, because everyone wants to work. Everyone just wants to make that money, but no one really wants a career. And NTA, for me, gave me that career.
Awesome. Let's pass it up to your other participant, and tell us, how did you get involved with the NTA?
Honestly, I was not really interested because I felt as if, hey, I'm working. I don't need no one telling me what to do or any kind of training because, like Cardinal said, I felt as if I knew it all. But my attitude was somewhat not up to par because you couldn't really tell me anything because I felt as if, hey, I'm the boss around here. But after being a part of the NTA, I learned that attitude is everything. Not everybody has to deal with your attitude because, firstly, most people are not qualified. And they give you the qualifications, firstly, and they deal with your attitude, which is a big thing. And I learned from there. And I can say now that I'm a better person. I know how to deal with people better because I was in the customer service field. And being the star recipient, that goes to show I went a very long way from being terrible, because I was a terrible person sometimes. But the fact that I got the Star Recipient Award, it showed me that I can do so much better attitude-wise. And I am so grateful for everyone there for their help, because they don't have to do it.
If you didn't have NTA, what do you think you would have been doing right about now in your career? Do you think you would have been working, or even this far?
Probably working a minimum wage job, trying to save to go to college, because that's everyone's plan A, but not mine. Work was my plan A in order to go to college. So I probably still would have been working a 9 to 5, not making enough money to go to school.
Wow. How has it been trying to get this information out to the public about this agency?
Well, I've been there now for 7 months, and I can truly say a lot of people at first did not know about the agency, but we've implemented a lot of strategies now to get the message out, definitely trying to get it to the youth, who is our market, and we've been successful so far, especially via social media, with our NTA page, the National Training Agency, where we highlight our trainees. We highlight what the agency is and what the agency does. And we've seen more and more people who are now interested in the agency. We are now registering for our 6th cycle of training, and we are almost to 300 people registered at this point, and registration stops on Friday, the 12th of February. So I think the word is getting out there. More and more young people are hearing about the agency and realizing that, hey, if your plan A didn't fail, or if you're one of those people who did not really succeed in high school, to say the agency is here to help.
Awesome. We're going to take a break. When we come out, we're going to get more questions about how this agency can help you.
nation, and we're here to save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
Hi everybody, I'm Alexia Johnson.
And I'm Jose Etienne, and we're back, bringing you not only important but also popular youth news. Young athletes had the opportunity once again to showcase their athletic capabilities during the 13th annual Club Monaco Athletics Track and Field Classic. Among the athletes were Kyle Alcine, Charisma Taylor, Megan Moss, Serena Brown, Edward Kemp, and Benjamin Clark, who surpassed the qualifying mark for the Carifta Games. The focus during this one-day track meet was on the qualifiers for Carifta Games scheduled for the Easter holiday weekend in Grenada.
BTC recently hosting their second annual Dynasty Future Leaders Seminar for Junior Achievement students. Xavier Knowles has more on that story.
BTC Dynasty, a junior achievement company, recently held its Future Leaders Seminar entitled Youth Innovation Leading the Way. It was a one-day seminar on entrepreneurship and marketing. There was a panel of young people, all under the age of 35, that shared their experiences about owning businesses and explained to the J members that nothing comes easy. The panelists included Nathalia Gibbs, owner of Lightspeed Shipping, Lincoln Deal, owner of JetLink Adventures, Sharanda Cox, CEO of Ultimate Tours Bahamas, Stephen Cartwright, a licensed realtor, and Tyrena Neely, owner of Fusion Integrated Marketing Communications.
22-year-old Bahamian Buddy Hield is making quite the name for himself with his impressive basketball skills. Celebrities and Bahamians alike cannot stop mentioning his skill, and Shanae Smith has more on that story.
With his name plastered across article headlines, social media, and TV screens, it's no secret that just about everybody wants to be his buddy. Buddy Hield has recently been making waves in the international community for his phenomenal basketball skills. The Grand Bahama native currently plays for the #1 NCAA basketball team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, and has proved to be making quite the name for himself. He's recently won the Big 12 Conference Player of the Year for 2015, which is a prestigious award given by the league's head coaches. He shares the honor of this award with impressive past winners such as NBA players Kevin Durant and Blake Griffin. Not only has Hield garnered a tremendous amount of accolades for his work, but he's also caught the attention of popular personalities worldwide. Famous rapper Lil Wayne, LA Clippers point guard Chris Paul, famous sportscaster Dick Vitale, and many other notable celebrities have all been singing his praises. Hield has no doubt been placing the nation on the map.
We also want to hear from you if you have news regarding our phenomenal youth. Well, that, my friends, is news for this week. I'm Alexia Johnson.
And I'm Jose Etienne. Please don't touch that remote.
Stay tuned for more Youth Zone after the break.
Save our nation. Oh, at the Youth Zone. You are now in the Youth Zone.
Welcome back. We're talking to the National Training Agency about what to do when your plan A doesn't work. You have a plan B. We heard some very good testimonies from those who've gone through the program of how it's helped them. Their plan, it's been their plan B, and it's really worked and been successful. And before I open it up to the panelists to ask questions, I was startled when you said 54% of young people really they don't have what was needed to move on to the next level of the work market or education. And that's startling to me. And so I understand now the importance of this agency, because there's so many people that need this that can't qualify, but yet so many people want a good job but don't possess the necessary skills. How do you deal with that?
Well, the way to deal with it is to be real about the whole thing. In our public schools, about 54%, according to our Minister of Education, of the students do not make the grade to get a proper high school diploma. Those are the ones we focus on, because if you're smart and you have it all together, you don't need the National Training Agency. You just need to make more of an effort to go and do what you want to do. But if you are in that percentage, and there's nothing wrong per se, because I truly believe, Clint, that not everybody has come from God to be academically brilliant and bright.
Very true.
But this I know, that God has given everybody some talent and some gift to be able to make themselves a good life.
Do you help people to identify what it is they can do? Because I'm sure many of these persons that may come to you may not even know what to do next. They just know that I need some help, like I need to get a good job and I can't qualify for anything. Are you able to help them find out what it is they can do?
Yes, we do. And I think it's important to mention that we provide training. We don't do the training. We send them out to expert industry training providers. So they are trained by the best. And the training we offer is based on the needs of the economy. The reason for that is, after the training, then they stand a better chance of getting a job.
Good point.
Okay, so based on my understanding of this agency, it seems as though you guys are a facilitator, which means that I guess you guide into the process of training and not doing it for yourself. So my question is, you said that you do not focus on, I guess, the 46% who are basically academically inclined or have themselves well defined and put together. So for those 54% that comes to you, do you prepare them for COB, or can you prepare them for COB, or what do you actually prepare them for? BTVI, if they want to go to college, if they want to take up a trade. It's almost like you are, from what I'm getting, it's like you're ignoring that availability that they want to.
That's not our role. Okay, every organization and entity has a role. Our role is job preparation training, not career training.
Right.
If you want a career college training, you go to COB, you go abroad, you go to BTVI.
Right.
That's not the role of the agency. The role of the agency is to prepare those who are somewhat challenged academically, challenged to find employment. The role of the agency is to help those people.
Okay, I know that you said that the purpose of the agency is to offer job preparation training. So what courses outside of courses that deal with behavioral issues or problems like that, what other courses do you offer?
Great question. We provide 14 weeks of training. Only 4 weeks of that is concentrated on the behavioral attitudinal training. We call it the mandatory workforce prep program, where people learn a lot of things, workplace dynamics, behavioral dynamics, attitudinal dynamics. They learn discipline and all those sorts of things, because you have to complete successfully the first 4 weeks to go on to the next 10 weeks of actual skills. The type of skills we do, like I mentioned, is where you might find the most jobs in the industries. For example, we do hospitality. We do food preparation, food and beverage service, butler services, housekeeping. So when our trainees would have finished that 10 weeks, they actually know how to do something. They can go to a Sandals or an Atlantis, as they have been going, or any property and be a room attendant. They can go and work in food and beverage service. We do like auto service and care. They can actually change the oils in an engine. So we focus, to your greater point, on those short-term job prep things as opposed to the long-term career like carpentry and masonry that you would go to BTVI to get, or all the knowledge jobs that you would go to COB to get. Fortunately for us, because the training is so effective, we have people like these two young people who have managed to get career jobs. He is going to be with?
I'm going to be working at Her Majesty's Prison shortly.
Awesome.
And she has just landed a wonderful job.
Well, this is my third job offer, and I've decided to go with King Doyle Parkinson's National Foundation.
Awesome. Awesome.
I have a question.
And she also got an offer from Bimini World Resorts.
Wow.
And an offer from Diamonds International downtown.
Give us information how people can find out more about the agency or apply to the agency.
Basically, the agency is wide open to that age group. We even sometimes go a little bit higher where people have no certification. Now, there's one thing we miss that you really need to know. We do most of our certification is international certification.
Wow.
We work with City and Guilds.
Wow.
So these young people work with City and Guilds out of London, and their certificates mean, anyway, I wouldn't say that, but their certificates mean a whole lot. We are open 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. They can come down to our agency on Gladstone Road, just down the hill from the cemetery, and they can register. They only need be a Bahamian. So you need your passport, voter's card, passport or voter's card, and your national insurance card. That's all.
Well, thank you so much. Well, it's about that time for our focus on encouraging entrepreneurship. We call it Stripes of My Own Business. And this season, we focus on Bahamas Striping Company. Take a look.
Then it's obviously basically finding out where things are going. We mark things out. We basically design a layout on the ground before we put anything down. We use chalk and string method, we use a rope, and we use tape measures and measuring wheels. Once everything's marked out, we then basically heat up the plastic. Like I say, this job isn't just about painting lines, it's about maintaining the equipment. It's about making sure the plastic's the right temperature. It's making sure that we have the right conditions.
My vision for the company is to have teams throughout the whole Bahamas doing work on an area island throughout the Bahamas. So when I bring someone in, with the idea they will be able one day to lead a team. Understand? So I push them, I encourage them to every day try and learn something new. Don't just sit back and wait for me to tell you to do something. Take initiative and go ahead and do what you know what's supposed to be done.
A lot of what we do will determine certain accidents, who's to blame, and a lot of law comes into what we do. So we have to make sure that what we put down is to the right standard and to the right specification. It's not just about painting lines.
So Mr. Mitchell may have started off painting lines on New Providence roads, but his goal has always been to expand. So far, so planned, so done.
My company is in the process of branching out into curbing, sidewalk making, or wheel stop making, at least manufacturing. We're going to be getting into pothole patching. Pretty much a full-fledged road maintenance company. We actually have looking at actually branching off into road cleaning, manhole cleaning, and highway sweeping as well. But the goal, like I said earlier, is to actually have branches of Bahamas Striping. In June of this year, we actually looking forward to having our first branch open in my hometown, Abaco, whereby I look to hire about 10 persons. We just recently purchased 2 new striping equipments, which is the updated version to the paint machine, and we actually have a new thermoplastic remover, which is called a scrabbler. We are actually in the process of bringing in some new equipment that help us with the manufacturing of the wheel stops and the sidewalk as well.
Not only are these young men fully engaged, they are what many Bahamian men have ceased to be, encouraged and empowered.
Just like I say, this company, I look into being this company, tell like they even give you the option where they say us. And if you see a couple years and you don't feel like you could do something yourself, you go and start your own thing. So that show you, they encourage you to get it on your own. You don't just have to work for the rest of your life for somebody. You could start your own thing too, so you could be your own entrepreneur in life.
At the youth zone, we may be young, but we're the next generation, and we're here to save our nation. Oh, at the youth zone. To save our nation. Oh, at the youth zone. You are now in the youth zone.
Welcome back. Of course, we featured last week in our school segment Anatole Rogers. They're perhaps the only school that has senior and junior high, so they get 2 weeks with us. And of course, we want to share more from you on that interview.
Okay, so take a look at them for another week.
And we have one of our students here, Makia, and she's going to briefly tell you about the Accelerated Grade 9. Makia?
The AP program is a program for junior students who took their BJCs in the 8th grade. And in the program, we are being prepared to take our English language, mathematics, and our biology BGCSE. And we also are being prepared to take the ACT and SAT examinations. And in the program, we can also be a part of the public school scholars program.
That's awesome. Let's hear about the other programs quickly, because I can hear them in my ear giving me the wrap-up cue. So go ahead quickly and let's hear about the other programs. Yes.
As tourism is our #1 industry in the Bahamas, certainly Anatole Rogers is doing its part in ensuring that we produce quality future tourism leaders. And just in April of last year, 4 students representing Anatole Rogers High School won the International Hospitality and Tourism Competition, where they competed against states from around the U.S. This is our 4th year participating, and we actually won. Each student won $50,000 in scholarship prizes annually. And Jeannie Ferris will just give you some components of that particular competition.
Hello. In the Hospitality and Tourism Management International Competition, we competed against 12 schools from around the U.S. There was a competition. The competition consists of 4 different sections: hotel operations, banquet planning, accounts, and the Knowledge Bowl, where we were supposed to study a bunch of definitions. And that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, I'm here representing the pre-engineering department. At Anatole Rogers, the pre-engineering is offered to senior school students from grade 10 through to 12. In this program, each semester, students are exposed to different disciplines in the engineering field, such as the civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and aeronautic. From this program, we have students who are presently studying engineering locally and also abroad. And also from this program, we entered a competition which is sponsored by engineering company, IBS, Integrated Building Services. And we are the first public school that ever won this competition. And also we are the 3-time champions. So we set 2 records.
Awesome.
Aaron will also be talking. Aaron Thompson, who is the captain of the bridge building team, will also expose us.
Come on forward, Captain.
Good day. My name is Aaron Thompson, captain of the bridge building team and head boy of Anatole Rogers High School.
All right.
The bridge building competition, which was founded by IBS, Integrated Building Services, it started, I think, about 2007. And during the beginning of the competition, we were dominated by private schools, SAC, St. John's, and it didn't feel pretty good to our school. So our grade leader, Mr. Lynch, he had ideas, and he said that we're not going to take losing again. So for the past 3 years, we won this competition, and holding our bridge, which was made by 100 popsicle sticks and Elmer's glue, over 250 pounds. So we broke record for the most pounds and the most wins in consecutive year.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Good day. My name is Mrs. Mackenzie, and I'm representing the Information Technologies, also known as Business Studies Department. Our head of department is Ms. Samantha Kazia Knowles, and it is an exceptional magnet department where students are able to take the BGCSE in grade 10. Now, the business subjects include economics, accounts, and keyboarding. Once these students would have met the requirements of 5 BGCSEs, including math and language, they're able to take the business subjects. Once they would have obtained a passing grade in the business subjects, they are again allowed to expose themselves to other departments, other magnet areas. So it's a wealth of knowledge and exposure, and the children are honestly blessed.
Awesome. Well, listen, is there somebody else? Okay. Teacher of the Year. Let's hear quickly from Teacher of the Year.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm here to speak on behalf of the quality teachers. We have a very good team there. Our teachers have a lot of passion and fire for education. This year, what we're trying to accomplish is definitely creating a sense of success in the region, not even in the district, not even in the Bahamas. We want to be the school of choice in the region. We are conducting an action research this year, and the action research is to definitely improve our student reading scores, because once they go up, we know that they can attain good grades in the SATs, the BGCSEs, and so forth. And so that is a project that we are pursuing, and we want it to be public for publication, and Ms. Janelle Cambridge is also assisting with that. Also, we have a successful debate team. We were successful in the district and also at the zone level, and we have Danishka who will speak briefly about that.
Hi, good morning. What is it? Good afternoon. My name is Danishka Taylor, and I'm a part
Come on, a
of...
little forward so we can see you. Let's get her out forward. Go ahead.
My name is Danishka Taylor, and I'm a part of the debate team in my school. We had 2 successful debates. Our first one, the topic was marijuana should be legalized in the Bahamas, and we were the proposition, and we won, of course. And the second one was parents should be held responsible for their students, their children, their school age children's criminal behavior, and we won that one as well.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I must say to all of you at Alentor Rogers, it's very impressive. When you started out talking about being the school that prepares you for college, I was like, okay. And as I heard the various successes and people talk about it, I got a clearer picture that you're having your own mini college right there. And it's outstanding to hear our public school system has such a quality school like Alentor Rogers, and it is outstanding. And we salute you on that. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Save our nation. At the Youth Zone.
You are now in the Youth Zone.
So great hanging with you guys. So hit us up on Twitter at the Youth Zone 242 or Facebook at the Youth Zone.
Or email us at theyouthzone242@zenasbahamas.com. We want to hear from you.
And of course, you both did an excellent job filling in today. Thank you so much. I had fun with you guys. Finally, on our show, our artist of the week has just released a new music video that deals with our topic. Actually, you'll see that video premiere right after this show. She is a dynamic vocalist making waves in the gospel music industry. And of course, her song talks about second chances in the job market. Please welcome to the Youth Zone performing her new release, Regina Ward. See you next week, everyone.
To tell you how I know I made it through, and I know that it can happen for you. I've been on the ground, I was so lost I couldn't be found. I took a while and told God all my business. He blessed my soul, can I get a witness? Yeah, yeah. And even when I was hurting, He said it healed me. For whatever life throws my way, trusting in you completely today. Satan can't steal my joy, no way. Jesus said I got you, I'm ready now. I I'm ready for whatever life throws my way. Trusting in you completely today. He can't steal my joy, no way. Jesus said I got you, I'm ready now.
Hello. Hey Gina, what are you saying?
Hey girl, what's up?
How far are you?
Yeah, I'm 5 minutes away.
5 minutes? Okay, no problem.
You're at Sports, right? Yeah, I should be there soon. Alright, I'm just parking outside and it should take me like 5 minutes to get to you.
I'll order some iced tea, okay?
Alright, love.
Alright.
I'm about to tell you how I know I made it through. And I know that it can happen for you. I've been on the ground. I was so lost, I couldn't be found. I took a while and told God all my business. He blessed my soul, can I get a witness? Yeah, yeah. And even when I was hurting, he said he'd heal me. Oh yeah, I'm ready for whatever life throws my way. Trusting in you completely today. Sitting can't steal my joy, no way. Jesus said I got you, I'm ready now. I'm ready for whatever life throws my way. Trusting in you completely today. Sitting can't steal my joy, no way. Jesus said I got you, I'm ready now. Now the motto of my story is every battle, every storm is his. So whatever you've tried and tested, you cried. God is mighty to deliver. Let's just all say Jesus.